Okay, so here we've got the Autotrail Tribute T669. Just go through a few instructions on this one. So, fuel cap, just pull it open. Your ignition key opens the diesel cap, and below there we've got the AdBlue. Just need to top that up about every 6,000 to 8,000 miles, or once the dashboard light comes on to warn you. Towards the back here we've got the fresh water. Pull the tab, unlock and unscrew, much the same way as you do your fuel cap. Fill it up with a standard hose pipe. Ordinary cold water out the tap is fine. On here at the moment we've got this winterized, so these two panels come off when you're going to use and operate the freezer. You just pop a little screwdriver in there, twist, and they should just pop off. Moving around to the rear of the van, we have the bike rack. So that just pulls down simply like that. In one of the drawers are the two arms. They bolt onto there, and then they can hold onto the subframe of the bike. So put it away, push it up, clip it in, and then you can either pull the arms down or take them off completely. Above the bike rack you've got the little camera there. That's the reverse camera of the vehicle. Moving around to the side, we have the door for the cassette of the toilet. Open that, press the little handle to release, and it pulls out. Nice and easy. Turn the cap around, undo the end. While you're pouring, push that little button down, and that stops any glug back on the water. Put it away, put the cap back on, and simply slide into place. Make sure the blue handle's down to make it secure. Lower down on the vehicle, you have the tap to the waste and the tap for the fresh water. A bit further up, we have the mains input. To the side of that, we have the LPG. Push that in, twist, let it pop out, connect the hose, fill it up. It's usually about 10 to 15 pounds to fill. And the little panel in here tells you how much gas you've actually got. Okay, so now in the cab we have swivel seats here. These turn round by pulling that lever there, and then the chair will simply slide around. If it does get stuck, you may need to bring it forward or back slightly using the adjust bar at the front. You've then got the two drop down arms. These are also adjustable via this cog here, and that will adjust the height of these. The chair itself, the height of the chair could be adjusted by these little two levers. Does the front of the chair, does the rear. Try and be sat in the chair when you're operating that, because it is quite strong. And again, locks back into place. Down here we have the glove box, and above we have a little chiller cabinet. Now obviously that only operates when you've got the aircon switched on, but pretty useful. The clipboard here simply lifts up. There's a lock on the side. You can then put your mobile phone or your tablet, lock it into place, and away you go. To put it away, same in reverse. Pull the lock down, hold everything in place, relock it, and then just push back down. Head unit for the stereo. This works as your reverse camera, DAB radio. It also has a sat nav built into it. Aircon controls are here for this. That's your temperature at the top, and then your power down there at the bottom. And to the right hand side of that, you've got your bring in your external air or recirculate your internal air, and which direction you want the air to actually operate. 6-speed gearbox is standard. Indicator levers. You've then got your cruise control and limiter control. Be careful, it's very close to the indicator and it is easy to knock on whilst you're actually travelling. On the steering wheel itself, this operates the music side, so you can mute it, go up and down in volume or switch channels. And over here, once you've linked your mobile phone to the stereo system, you can make your calls and scroll through your contacts lists. Cab blinds, nice and simple. pinch those together, bring it across, do the same with the other one. They're then held together in the middle by a magnetic strip, and to release you just simply pinch the two together and they will go back into place. Same on the windows, the side windows, pinch the two together, bring across, gently manipulate it into shape. The magnet catches, holds it into place. To remove, pinch, bring back across and gently manipulate it back into place. Okay, on to the kitchen. So sink unit, glass top, lifts up and down, slide your tap across, lift up for the water flow, and then left or right depending on whether you want hot or cold. It is indicated via colour code on there as to which direction to go. Tap goes backwards, you can then lower it. On to the hob. It's a gas operated hob, and with this you simply push the button in, twist, press the ignition, that will go click click click, flame will ignite. Gently let that out after a couple of seconds. If the flame stays on, you know you've done it right. If it goes out, just repeat the process but hold in a bit longer. And exactly the same there for the oven and for the grill. Across a little bit more, we have the fridge. To open, there's a button here on the top. You push down, pull the door open. You can then switch how you wish it to operate. That's off of the mains. That's leisure battery, but it will only run as a chiller cabinet off the leisure battery if the keys are in the ignition and the vehicle is running. It's literally there just to get you from A to B and stop your food from going off. And then on to gas. To ignite the gas, you push that button in there, press that one, and once it's lit, the green will be indicated there to show that it's actually on and working. Right, so at the rear of the van we have double bed. This simply converts, slightly lifting that, sliding it out, same the other side, join the two together, slide the cushions into place, and there you have your bed. To put it back, do exactly the same in reverse, slide the cushions out, tuck them away nicely, and then slide that in and slide that in. Up above we've got the bunk bed. There's a ladder that plugs in the other side. This can be removed, it completely comes out, so you have to store it away in your garage or wherever when it's not being used, or you can just remove one of them and have it as a tree sleeper. While I'm at the back end of the van, just going to quickly show you, here is the drain valve. So this catch here is for when you winterize it. You undo your fresh water, you undo your wastewater, lift all your taps up slightly and lift that to start bleeding the system. You then leave that like that all throughout the winter, and obviously put your panels back up on the fridge. Okay, so moving on to the control panel. This is your main on and off switch that turns on your 12-volt system around the vehicle. This is your master light switch, so that operates all the lights throughout, and then they can independently work off of their individual rocker switches. This one is for your water, that pressurises your pump, get you going. That is your outside awning light, and this one here is your various levels. So you can, on the battery, you can alternate using your vehicle or your leisure battery, and then temperature, adjust your times, tell leisure battery voltage, vehicle battery voltage, and what your water tank levels are. Moving across onto the heating system. To turn it on, you push the button here. That is your vehicle temperature, so you select that one. You can then select how warm you want the van to be. Press it again. You can then go across as to whether you want that to operate off of gas or a mixture of gas and electricity, or just electricity. And the 1 and 2 is 1 kilowatts and 2 kilowatts. Go back again. You then got the water temperature. Press that, hot or boost. So if you just pull up at site and plug in and you just need to hose yourself off, you might want to put it onto the boost. That then overrides the heating system and gives you majority of hot water first. Nice and easy to operate. And the fan at the end is your internal air circulation via the blowers. So you've got your economy mode or high. Nice and simple. Now this vehicle does have a solar panel, and the solar panel can switch on between the leisure and the vehicle battery, and that's done by a tiny rocker switch here at the back. So if you're pulled up on site and your engine battery needs a little bit of a charge, you can focus the solar panel onto that.